honey is the only food on Earth that never spoils. Archaeologists have opened Egyptian tombs to find jars that were still safe to eat after 3,000 years. In fact, humans were risking their lives to steal wild honey tens of thousands of years before farming even existed. But here's what almost nobody knows. For most of human history, honey wasn't just food. It was currency, medicine, embalming fluid, and even a weapon of war, all at the same time. An 8,000-year-old cave painting in Spain shows a human figure climbing a cliff to gather honey from a wild beehive, risking stings for the reward inside. It's the oldest known depiction of humans harvesting honey, proof that this sweet obsession is nearly as old as art itself. And it wasn't a safe hobby. Before beekeeping was invented, gathering honey meant climbing sheer cliffs, braving furious swarms, and sometimes falling to serious injury, all for something people couldn't get anywhere else. Ancient Egyptians were the first to domesticate bees on a large scale, around 2400 BC, keeping them in cylindrical clay hives along the Nile. Honey was used as food, medicine, and offerings to the gods. And beekeepers held a respected position in Egyptian society. And here's the part that surprises most people. Egyptians used honey to embalm the dead. Some mummification techniques involved coating the body in honey, taking advantage of its natural preservative power, the same quality that keeps a jar of it edible for millennia. There are even records of entire bodies, including the legendary account of Alexander the Great, allegedly being transported home preserved in honey, a strange golden coffin for a conqueror. Greek and Roman physicians prescribed honey for wounds, sore throats, and digestive ailments, a practice modern science has since confirmed has real antibacterial properties. Honey also flowed through mythology and religion, offered to gods, poets, and even the dead, believed to carry the essence of immortality. But honey had a darker use too. Ancient Greek historians recorded soldiers deliberately poisoned by mad honey, made by bees feeding on toxic rhododendron flowers, used as an early form of chemical warfare against invading armies. An entire Roman army was reportedly incapacitated this way in 67 BC, defeated not by swords, but by honeycombs left deliberately in their path. For thousands of years, honey remained the primary sweetener across most of the world, and in medieval Europe, it had one more essential use: making mead, humanity's oldest alcoholic drink. Newlyweds were even given enough mead to last a full lunar month after their wedding, believed to boost fertility. Some historians think that tradition is where the word honeymoon actually comes from. But that dominance couldn't last forever. Sugar, refined cheaply from sugarcane, began to spread through European trade in the late Middle Ages. And honey's centuries-long monopoly on sweetness started slipping away. Honey's dominance slowly faded from everyday cooking, but it never disappeared, retreating instead into a role as a prized, more expensive natural alternative. In the 21st century, honeybees have faced a mysterious new threat. Entire colonies vanishing almost overnight, a phenomenon researchers named colony collapse disorder. Scientists still debate the exact causes: pesticides, disease, habitat loss, but the stakes go far beyond honey itself. Without bees, an enormous share of the world's food crops would struggle to reproduce at all. Today, honeybees pollinate roughly a third of the food crops we depend on, making honey's real legacy about far more than sweetness alone. From a cliffside honey hunter to a chemical weapon to a wedding tradition still celebrated today, this single substance has quietly shaped human history in ways almost nobody stops to notice. From a cave painting 8,000 years old to a jar on your kitchen shelf, honey remains exactly what it always was: golden, patient, and quietly essential.